obviously we need a couple games to go our way, but at the end of the day, if we don't handle our business, like I said before, then it doesn't even matter. So our main focus right now is UCLA and handling that game, another Pac-12 game, and hopefully we can get some wins and losses.
What do you think's happening in the third quarter? Just coming out and just not quite able to make it.
Yeah, well, everyone said we slowed down, but if you look at it, we had a couple touchdowns called back. We had some explosive plays. We had some great plays that got called back, and a couple that we missed. In the past, the Juju I should have made. When he ran the go route, and there's a couple plays here and there that we were, right there from being explosive in the third quarter. Some of them got called back, but at the end of the day, we got to continue to make more plays, and that's going to start with the run game. We got to have more explosive plays in the run game.
Cody, talk about as far as you threw an interception, then you got the ball back the next play, and then you seized the moment and threw for a touchdown. Talk about your confidence level.
Yeah, I felt, and I've, like I said before, I've thrown tons of picks in my career. I don't get rattled. I don't let it rattle me. And everyone always wants to talk about, the touchdown interception ratio. Interception is going to happen. There's no way around it. There's no quarterback that's never thrown an interception. And it's, what I learned at an early age from my high school coach, Coach Brian Nixon, he told me that, it's over. It happened. You can't pout about it, and you're only as good as your next play. So your next series, you got to come out and answer it, and that's what makes great players. That's what he taught me, is that not what happened, but what's going to happen. After something bad, like that happens.
How do you ride the wave of momentum for going into next week?
Yeah, like I said, the 24-hour, we're excited. We have a lot of momentum going forward. We won this game, but it's over with. It's going to be a whole new game, a whole new week, and luckily we have a little extra time to prepare from since we had a Thursday night game. But it's going to be a lot of people at the game, a lot of electricity, and it's going to be fun.
How do you view it? They had a bye week, so they had the bye week plus a week to prepare for you. Does that factor into your mind at all?
No, it's we've had that too. They obviously they've got a little head start on us, but that's not an excuse for us. We're going to get a little head start too. We're going to make up some of those days, but at the end of the day, you can practice for 3 weeks. That's all going to come down if you execute in the game, and you can run plays and practice over and over, but you got to come out in the field and make it happen.
What do you think for the last 2 seasons to them? A third season. Do you feel like this is a must win?
Yeah, it's a big game. You never want to lose your rival, even if it's one year in a row. It's something that we're going to take personal, and everyone on the team will tell you that it's a personal game, and it's the guys across town. Every title that everyone puts on it. But we can't come out and try to do too much. That's our main focus, is not look at it or not overthink and come out and try to do too many plays.
When you watch this on film tomorrow, do you think do you expect to see that you guys maybe could have thrown the ball even more?
I don't know. I threw the ball, I think, over 40 times. I think that, which is, a lot. And it's at the end of the day, like I said, I'm never going to complain about the play calling. It's whatever Coach Stark thinks is right, and I feel like no matter what, every play he's going to put us in the right position. If it's a run, if it's a pass, whatever it is. But if my number's called on, I'm going to be ready to make a play.
How do you think your young offensive line's progressed?
They've done great. They've, especially just the ups and downs they've had with guys getting hurt, and especially Chad having to come out, and Khalil stepping in and Toa playing left tackle, and these guys are awesome. And it all starts with Max Stewart, who's done an amazing job leading these guys, and it's really cool to see that those guys, they want to do good, they want to get better, they want to learn, they don't want to do their own thing, they want to learn from the guys next to them, and it's really cool, and it's very unique, especially for freshmen who come in and kind of have their own mindset, but they've absorbed everything from me and Coach Drebno and Max Stewart and all the guys.
Cody, talk about Nelson's performance tonight and his record-breaking.
It was great. Yeah, it was cool. He's Nelson. Nelson makes plays, and I'm always going to look for him. As my go-to guy, and it's really cool because, in the sense of Nelson's making these plays because Juju's had huge games. Georgia's made plays like tonight. They're not allowing teams to bracket Nelson or double coverage Nelson every time. They're doing a good job of allowing him to get one-on-one matchups and making his plays.
I noticed that there was kind of some chippiness between you guys and Cal. There were some word sits, a little bit of anger. What was up with that?
Yeah, it was just 2 California schools, and it's a Pac-12 game, and a lot of guys knew each other on the field, and that's always going to happen. And especially in such a big game like this on Thursday night, the only game in the country. Everyone's watching. There's always going to be a lot of high emotion, a lot of high energy, and we need to clean some of that up, and it's going to be a lot next week too with that. But we just got to learn from it and eliminate those cheap penalties.
What happened in the tunnel? I guess something happened pregame.
They just nothing. It never happened before. Just yelling at each other back and forth. Just normal football. Guys that are 18 to 22 years old playing football with a lot of testosterone flying around. There's going to be some taunting and some chirping in there.
What did Nelson show tonight to the nation that you?
I think I think he continued to show that he's, you know, in my opinion, one of the best receivers in the country, if not the best. You know, when you hear guys, you know, in the SEC, receiver like Amari Cooper, guys like that, you know, have those big names and do a great job. And in my opinion, and I'm being completely unbiased, I feel like Nelson Agholor is right there with him. I feel like he's the best receiver in the country. You know, he's an amazing guy, and he's such a pro about how he handles practice, and it really shows in the games.
You've been comfortable with him for a while, but let's say from August to now, what's kind of like you're taking a step forward, I feel like, with him? What do you attribute that to?
I just think, you know, just having that connection for 3 years now, being able to work together, and even going back to high school, when we worked the SC camps in high school, you know, we kind of were on the same page then, and I think it's a lot to do with me and Nelson both have the same work ethic. Is, you know, he'll text me, hey, let's throw today in off season. I'll text him, hey, let's throw today, and we're both always there. You know, there's never, we'll drop whatever we're doing. If we got plans, we'll come out and work and then throw and get everything done.
Cody, is a win here, or how concerned are you about the comeback that Cal was able to?
Yeah, you know, like I mentioned, that we should have more points in the second half. We had 3 touchdowns called back, which, you know, is unfortunate. It might have been a different game if those would have standed, but yeah, we got to give our defense, you know, a lot more comfortable lead. And but at the end of the day, like you say, you know, win's a win, and they held them off. And you know, now our focus is going on the next week.
Cody, you guys drawing up some plays for George to take advantage of his speed, like you guys did earlier on that second touchdown?
No, not at all. It's just George is in that spot. You know, that's how our offense is. There's a right guy, left guy. Sometimes we switch around, but you know, if you're in that could have been Juju, that could have been Nelson, anyone. You know, if wherever you're lined up, and we call the play, and we're gonna make it happen. But do we have a lot more trust in George now? And George is stepping up making plays, yes. You know, and that's something that's really cool to see, especially him coming off an injury and come back and working so hard and making plays like that.
Thanks.
It's